Line of Fire was Sega's answer to Taito's Operation Wolf, and more directly, Operation Thunderbolt. Sega, having always been a leader in the arcade technology, could easily produce a game that would easily outshine Taito's efforts. Not only that, but they also managed to put together a really fun and action-packed experience. If you've never tried Line of Fire in the arcades, you really should. At first you admire the Spectrum for pulling off a reasonable attempt at bringing the arcade game to the home. After 1 minute play, however, you begin to change your mind as the mind-numbing gameplay becomes apparent. Straight away you can see that the CPC port looks pretty nice for an 8-bit rendition of a Sega X board game. Sadly, it isn't much fun to play at all. The game moves faster than the crosshair, making it impossible to hit anything. I mean, did the programmers actually think this was playable? Did they even bother to check their own game? Good music though. There's so little happening at times, you feel that you can just put your controller down, not bother to play, and still reach the end of stage boss, where you will then have your arse handed to you. I quite like the 3D effect used for the corridors. Looks nicer than the Amstrad and Specky in my opinion. Amiga fans get the arcade introduction, but the good points don't stop there. The audio is a little better than the ST, and the game looks a lot nicer too. It even runs faster, but here comes the turd on the cake. The most important part of the game is the crosshair, as that's what you need to aim at the enemy. Can you keep track of it? I sure couldn't, resulting in many missed opportunities and deaths. Why didn't they colour it solid red like the ST version? Coming complete with the arcade introduction, the ST port starts off looking pretty good. As always though, all good things abruptly come to an end. Once the game starts, you begin to realise that the game slows down every time there's a little bit of action on screen. The Master System, despite being a completely different game, does actually follow the arcade's main story and levels. Just like the arcade, you start off in the enemy base, only to find yourself out in the jungle for stage 2. As an original game, this isn't too bad, but it's far from being a great title. Interestingly, this game has a hidden 3D mode for owners of the Master System 3D glasses. Simply hold button 1 and 2 while pressing the power on button. and let's see what all those versions of Line of Fire look like running side by side.